Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. Hope everyone is has had a great week, and looking forward to a great weekend ahead. It's actually Easter weekend, so hope everyone is wrapping up and having a great week. And before we end the week, I just wanted to hop on really quick and talk about a topic that is very near and dear to so many of us and impacting so many of us in so many different ways. And it's our upbringing and our families. For me, and if you're anything like me, I grew up poor, from a broken family, didn't have much guidance and support from my parents, and family in general. So, like loneliness, confusion, frustration, insecurities, I mean, that was like almost as if they were my BFFs growing up. And talking to so many of friends, colleagues through the years as I'm growing up, I'm finding that's it's such a prevalent topic, how your upbringing affects you. And I remember growing up, and seeing other kids so happy and well adjusted, and I just always wonder, like why, why me? What I always felt like, why was I so unlucky, and why couldn't I have a family like theirs, where they seem to like have everything that I could have asked or wanted to ask for in a family. And it took me, gosh, decades for me to finally come to terms and realize that, your family and your upbringing is actually a blessing in disguise, because thanks to them, they made me who I am today and allowed me to develop a healthy love and appreciation for myself and for my family as well. But the big question of, like, I used to ask, and a lot of the people that I've talked to ask, is how do you show love and appreciation and compassion and support and positivity when you felt so much of that lacking in your life growing up? So for me, what's worked for me is, there are three things that it's just so important when I think about my upbringing and help me kind of evolve into the person that I am. Is, first of all, is self-love, because I realized that early on, just because that was lacking in my external environment, like I didn't felt that, from my family, or those around me, it didn't. That's not what I love. Um, Hey Gordon, nobody has it all together. Life is more different, than your Facebook presence. Yes, exactly, right? It's all real. Like it's we nobody has the life together, and we're all impacted by, our external environment in some shape, form, or another, especially our upbringing and our families. But in terms of, like, I realized that just because I didn't experience that, externally, doesn't mean that I'm not worthy of it. And so at an early age, I learned how to, develop a very healthy appreciation and love for myself. And it's not like conceited kind of love, but it's a very healthy understanding that I am worthy. That even though I may not feel it, or feel it expressed from others around me, but that doesn't mean that I'm not worthy of love and happiness. And when you take the time and dedicate yourself to developing that healthy love and appreciation for yourself, you fill yourself from within, and you empower yourself to with that confidence and appreciation. And then what that allows you to do then, and what I found is that it allows you to move into empathy. So then now when I look at my family situation and my upbringing, I look at my parents, and I'm not frustrated or mad or upset that they didn't provide me with, whatever love or support that I felt like I needed, growing up. I look now with empathy, knowing that, they did the best that they could. They grew up in a different time. And back then, there were probably more focused on survival really than thriving back when they were growing up. And they came to America not knowing a foreign country, not knowing the language, the culture, or anything, and still just doing what they can to provide for the family and raise my siblings and I. So I had that empathy for them. And that led to gratitude and that feeling gratitude for all their hard work and all their struggles and all their dedication, no matter what. They just did what they could, the best that they could to raise their family amid all the challenges that they must have been facing themselves as a young parents raising a family. So over the years, as I developed more of that healthy relationship with myself, the self-love and appreciation and leading to empathy and gratitude for my family and my parents, my upbringing, it shifts my perspective and it helps increase and strengthens my relationship with my family. Because now when I look at them, I don't look at them through the eyes of they should have done more for me. I look at them through the eyes of gratitude and appreciation and of deep love for everything that they went through. And also just a kind of a personal story that is just really touched me. A few months ago, late last year, my dad had a procedure done, and I actually was at the hospital with him and took a day off and spent the entire day to be in the recovery with him and make sure that he came out of his procedure well. And as I was there, just keeping him company and feeding him, making sure he's hydrated and replenished after the surgery, just having father and daughter talk. My dad shared with me something that he's never said before, and he's someone that is not very expressive in showing his emotions. But I always knew my dad loved me growing up. Let me get that clear. I mean, I always knew he loved me. It's just that he's just not very expressive, and showing, and his way of showing it is different than what I would have wanted. He's not very affectionate and expressive. But I always knew deep down that he loved me. And as we were talking, he made a comment. He said, one of the biggest regrets that I have in talking with your stepmom is that you were the only girl in the family growing up. And sorry, just thinking about it just makes me chokes up. And he said, we weren't there for you, and you were all by yourself. And he caught me by surprise, and I said, it's okay, Dad. I found my own way. Excuse me. But because he caught me by surprise, what I should have said was, it's okay, Dan. It's because of your strength, or it's because of your love and all the love that you and Mom showed me and the struggles that you've gone through, that you gave me the strength to find my own way. And that's really what our upbringing and our family does for us. And sorry for this emotional choke up, but just wanted to share that with everyone and let you know that your upbringing really is a blessing, not a curse, because it makes you who you are. It gives you the strength and the clarity of the kind of life that you want to live, the kind of person that you want to be. And for me, it gave me the strength and the clarity to raise my son a different way than how I was raised, that what was missing, that I felt was missing. And so it made me, I think, become a stronger and more loving and nurturing mother, and to be there for my son and prioritize family over everything. Not to say that what my parents did was wrong. Like I said, they did the best they could, and all of our families and all of the parents out there are the same. And so when we come from that place of self-love and appreciation and having empathy and gratitude for our own parents and family upbringing, we move ourselves and evolve ourselves into a stronger, more confident, more loving, more kind, and more inspiring person and to share that with those around us and inspire those as well and inspire our own family. And I would imagine that my strength to find my own way inspired my dad to share that with me and share that love and that affection that he's never shared with me before in his life. So I hope that that serves as a an encouragement and reminder for everyone that's listening to this to know that no matter what your upbringing is, you know, finding the blessings from that and looking at from the eyes of appreciation and love and respect so that you can change the outcome of your life and you don't have to carry those frustrations and insecurities and pain with you throughout life. Like you can break that cycle and find your own way and your own strength to do so. So hope that was helpful. And if you have any further comments or whatnot, please leave them in the comment threads and any other thoughts that you have coming up. If not, then I wish everyone a wonderful weekend ahead. Happy Easter. Enjoy spending time with family and during this quarantine and making the most of the Easter weekend together with your family. So take care, everyone. I will see you next time. Bye bye.